All right, we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Happy Friday. We're back with another dope artist interview. We got Chuck Styles here tonight. Welcome. This is also like my.
What's good?
Yeah, how's it going, man? This is Chuck and I's first time meeting. Besides like just chatting on Messenger, so that's cool. You guys are literally getting to see the whole thing. So good to meet you, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Likewise,
where are you
man.
located?
Likewise.
Where are you joining us from?
I'm right outside Philly.
Okay.
I'm Philly based. Just
Cool.
recently moved, so I'm a little bit outside, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes outside of Philly. But Philly is my major city that I connect with. So
Nice. And are you a Braves fan? I see you
nah,
with
man.
the Braves jersey. Yeah.
Look, I went fan overload with Hank Aaron being my debut card with this whole Tops project, and I just was like, I want to make this moment special, so I went ahead and got this jersey, and I felt as though it was only appropriate tonight to wear it on the Blake interview tonight. So
that's great. That's awesome, man. And tell us, like, man, I don't even know where to start. The cards are amazing. The Trout was dope. The Hank Aaron was awesome. But I think like before Tops, you've worked with some other real big brands, done some really cool projects with your art. Can you give the people listening like maybe the high level kind of rundown of your journey as an artist to bring you here working with Tops now?
Yeah, no problem. Funny enough, man, I was a barber. I was a professional barber. I never want to leave that out of my story. I was a professional barber for like 10 years, traveling all over the country, doing competitions.
Oh, wow.
Doing trade. Yeah. I did trade shows and competitions like New York, Florida, Las Vegas, Jersey, Philly, like all over. And me incorporating my artwork at these vendors, at these big convention centers, and being like the only artist there, that kind of gave me my first taste of like mixing business and art. And then once I started seeing that, it was another avenue to like, just provide for myself and my family. I took that leap of faith, at the age of 30, 5 years ago. And I just was like full-time artist, man. I was like, I'm not looking back. And so since then, I've been blessed to work with a few Hollywood studios, published, few books with my cover art. It's been a wild ride. I just recently finished up an Adidas project with James Harden. I got a few things lined up right now. I can't really talk about, but really, really big. Hype Beast and Amazon coming down the pipeline. And then Tops. This Tops project is like, it's up there because this is a whole other game right here, yo.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's crazy. I didn't know that about kind of making that leap at 30, and I actually did the same thing. So I'm 36. I did it 6 years ago. I left digital marketing career and started painting full time basically at the age of 30. Wow. So it's been 6 years, and here we are, which is pretty dope. I love it,
man. Hey, and look, you probably look back at like your 20s and was like, what the hell was I doing? Like,
yeah, it's interesting. I think like I had like a digital marketing background before I was a full-time artist, and I think that marketing angle gives me a little bit of a a little bit of an advantage, I guess, over like traditional artists who went to art school and did the more, I guess traditional route, right? I did totally different route, worked in marketing for a long time, and then just decided to start painting, and have been kind of teaching myself to paint ever since, and that's been my art school. But it's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, man. You
a lot of similarities. Yeah, a lot of similarities there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that James Harden thing, that's awesome. What how did that work? How did that come about, and what's the scope of it?
Honestly, man, I don't really know how some of these projects come about. You
Yeah.
know, with you having a marketing background, you know that having visibility is like, you know, 70-80% of the game. You know, the talent is just one aspect, and just being visible and having your stuff, you know, you know, in front of people's eyes, you know, and then having a point of contact or some means of, you know, professional like outreach method that
Right.
that helps these people, you know, find who you are and get things done. So with the James Harden situation, an ad agency on the West Coast in Oregon, they reached out to me. They had a project. I guess a few people, you know, must have been fans of my work, and they said, hey, you know, Adidas and James Harden and us, we love your artwork. Would you be able to do a few of these art pieces that we would incorporate, you know, in the final product, and we will make pretty much like the commercial, you know, using your artwork as like pretty much the art direction of the commercial. So, yeah, man,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that was incredible. That was dope.
Yeah. Are you a basketball fan?
I am. I am. I actually played baseball. I played a lot of sports when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Once I realized that, you know, I wasn't going to the league, I was like, you know what? Let me put this energy in something else that I'm actually good at.
Yeah.
Because once I started getting like crossed over and dunked on too many times, or you know, not hitting, you know, not hitting home runs, you know, every couple games, I was like, all right, this might not be my lane. But yeah, big basketball fan.
Yeah, that's cool. I did the same, you know, played soccer, wrestling, and lacrosse growing up. And I just joined like a rec soccer league here in New York. We had our first game last night, and man, I haven't run in so long. It is humbling to go and run around a field. Like
man, my head is off to soccer players, man. Y'all, that's a lot of fucking running, man.
Yeah, I hope my whole body hurts today, man. It's. I'm glad we only have games once a week because I'm gonna need about a full week to recover every time. But it was fun. It was cool. All right, top stuff. So it seems like, I mean, did you collect baseball cards as a kid, or have you followed
You know what? I collected everything but baseball cards. Be funny, man. I mean, you know, I was born in '85. You know, so the '90s and you know, late '90s, Pokemon cards. I was hustling kids for Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Same, man.
You know, the X-Men cards. When I was a kid, I remember having like, you know, the holographic Wolverine cards and things like that. And I held on to that stuff for a long time until my storage unit. I was in a rough point in my life, and I forgot to pay the goddamn storage. You know what I mean? And then gone.
How many of those storage units exist too? You know, that have these collections in them, but.
Look, I'm now that I'm in a better position, I'm about to go start hunting for storage units of people that miss payments.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely, man. So it seems like, I mean, you fit your art into the Tops project. It seems like really seamlessly. Like if I look at, and it's really evident, I think now after seeing several cards of like, you know, seeing the Hank and then seeing the Trout, it's already really easy to see how your whole set's going to look really nice together.
Thank you.
Is that something? Have you kind of planned that out and thought about designing for the complete set, or is that just expressing your art and they just happen to match? You know, is that intentional or?
Nah,
I guess. Yeah.
Very, 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 very much intentional. Very much intentional. A lot of my art, you know, for those that have been following my art for the past couple of years, I usually do things in collections. I'm a big fan of music. You know, a lot of my video rollouts, I make certain music up with the video. I love music, and when I look at music and I look at artists and albums, I look at the bodies of work in an album, and I say, oh, you know, that album cements, you know, that time period, and you can just go back, you know what I mean, to a certain time, a certain place, what you were eating, what you were wearing, just off of that album. And so that's how I try to do my artwork. I try to like, you know, whether it's a certain color scheme, whether it's certain style, whether it's certain characters or people that I want to like embody, I try to put all of that into one body of work, title that body of work, and then I can move on to the next thing. And then I look at that as that's my album. So when I did this Tops thing, I kind of was playing around with like what my aesthetics were going to be, things like that. And I said, okay, all of these cards are at least going to have X, Y, and Z. You know, they might change in direction slightly, but as long as they have these things, it'll still be within the collection, and it'll stand the test of time as a collection down the line.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I think that's a good way to look at it, like an album. Speaking of albums, who are some of your favorite musicians?
Or
your favorite album of all time? You know,
that's hard, man.
Yeah.
Shit, that's hard. I'm a real big fan. I love hip hop, but I love every style of music. If you want to go hip hop, big Jay-Z fan, big Kanye fan. You know, right now I'm listening to Big Sean's latest album on repeat. That's kind of like that's got me in a good zone for these Tops cards. When I need to like listen to things without lyrics, I like Ludwig Garrison. He's the composer for Black Panther, Creed, the Star Wars, you know, Mandalorian. Like his sound is really like big and you know, cinematic, and sometimes I like listening to that type of music just to kind of put my
I want to write down that guy's name real quick because that sounds.
Oh man, he's a beast, yo.
Yeah. What's his name?
Ludwig Garrison. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Music Rex from Chuck.
You spell his name, last name G-O-R. I'll send it to you.
I'm a big hip hop fan too. I'm a big Drake fan, especially like early Drake, like Thank Me Later. I just
can't go wrong with Drake, man.
I love that, man. I love it. And even like he just dropped a new album pretty recently too, which I had like playing on repeat in the studio just a couple days ago. He's got hits.
I mean,
I love his work.
Look, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I tried to hate on Drake. I tried to, but then it's just like, God damn, he made good music. Like, so, yeah, man.
Yeah, and it's crazy how many of his works from an album become like popular singles. Where like to me, and also like I'm also coming from like being a big Drake fan, right? But like I listened to some of his old albums, and I'm like, holy shit! Every single song on this is a single. You know, these are the bangers, and it's impressive. And he just keeps doing it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
Cool.
I know.
Do you ever get into any like artistic like music production yourself, whether it's like beat producing, emceeing, freestyling, anything like that, or just enjoy listening?
Yeah, man. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah, I used to rap. You know, coming from Philly. So coming from Philly, it's like, you know, especially in like the 2000s, you know what I mean? You know, Meek is like superstar level, you know what I mean, right now. But during that time of like 2000, 2002, 2003, all the way up to like 2007, everybody wanted to rap. You know what I mean? Like everybody wanted to rap. There were rap DVDs. It was, you know, that's what you did. You either played ball or you rapped, or you know, or I cut hair. That was another lane that a lot of people were doing. And so yeah, I got into the rap thing. Spent a couple dollars in some studios and had some tracks that never see the light of day. But it's funny. My pen's still nice though.
That's good.
I still keep it sharp.
I like it, man. I mean, I had a similar thing. I did. I had this company in college where I was like promoting basically event planning, but for college parties, kind of like Van Wilder, I guess. So like for sports clubs or fraternities or whatever would hire my company, and we would like book a DJ or book some music. We'd have like, I played on the lacrosse team, so we had lacrosse guys like be security. I had my bartending license, so I would like be bartender. So it was like party in a box. And like it was cool, but we were like, we'd throw cool parties, but we'd like break even. We weren't making much money at all.
Right,
But like,
right.
my favorite part was like working with the musicians, always like booking the talent and then like hanging out with them after and like freestyling or whatever. Because that was something that my friends and I did together. So like I ended up like pivoting and turning that business into just a recording studio my last year of college.
Wow.
And I had, like bands come through. I just throw like kegger parties basically, and just like everyone comes like $10 at the door. And then it would just be like this huge collaborative environment where like we'd have different recording rooms and you could just walk in and like there'd be a cipher going or be like musicians playing like music together. So
so y'all was just shedding. Y'all was just
it was fun, man. It was fun.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Same thing. I mean, most of the songs I made will never see the light of day, but there's some that I'm proud of that I will show to people if they ask, about my history in music. But, yeah.
Yeah, man. I look, man. It's something. My mother was a singer. My uncles, they had like professional, bands and groups, kind of like, on some Temptations type time. And then, ironically enough, the barbershop that I worked with, my cousin is like one of the top barbers in Philly. And while I worked there, ironically enough, a lot of musicians, professional musicians, would come to our barbershop. It was almost like the unspoken, like, rule that's the barbershop that
That's
you go
the spot.
to if you are. Yeah, man. So we had like good friends of mine, like Thaddeus Tribbett from the Tribbett family, Spanky Drums, which was the drummer for Lady Gaga, DJ Active, who's Common's DJ, and Janet Jackson's DJ. It's like the list. Philly,
Wow.
when it comes to music and musicians, is stacked, man.
And art in general, I think. Even like other painters and stuff.
Yeah.
You got some talent out there.
Oh yeah.
Are there any, and even within the Tops project, let's see here. Distorted, I think, is in Philly now. King Saladin is in Philly. Trying to think. I know there's a few for sure. Are there anybody that was on your radar before the Tops project that's local in the Philly area?
I mean, me and Saladin are cool. I know of Distorted, but I never met Distorted.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Saladin had a few shows together back in the past. It's funny because I watched the Distorted conversation that you had.
Mm-hmm.
You were a part of the Sixers Sixers event?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was a part of the Sixers event.
Yeah, at the Fiddler Club.
Yeah. Man,
dude,
small world, man.
Were you at like the opening? Tight. Were you at the event, like when they did kind of the opening event?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Me too, man.
That was a hell of an event, man.
It was cool. Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, it's great now, like connecting with someone like yourself or Distorted last week, but like realizing that we were all on the same show together. A year and a half later. Right.
I mean, and they put that together really well too, because just having so many different styles of art, even with like the jerseys that look like they were up in the
hanging from the floor. Oh yeah, from the ceiling. Yeah,
man,
it was really well curated and like
that was fire.
Yeah,
that was fire.
That's dope. What was your piece?
I had the World Be Free. I had the World Be Free piece where it looked like he was like, crossing over with the world. Mm-hmm. And then I had Chocolate Thunder. My man, he's breaking the backboard. So I had those two pieces that I still have yet gotten back, but it's all good. Man.
Yeah. I did a Hal Greer piece that I also still haven't gotten back. I don't think they at one point after the show they're like, we have someone that's going to buy this piece, but I don't know whether or not that ever went through. But it's all good. I do that kind of stuff for exposure than selling the pieces. Right. But other shows, anything either recent or coming up?
Yeah.
I know you say you got some stuff you can't tell us about, so
I got some, but I mean, no, some things I can talk about it. I'm actually flying out to LA Flying out to LA early April, I was invited to present a piece of artwork to an actor who I'm not going to name his name, but they're celebrating with a pre-Oscar dinner party in celebration for their movie, up for Best Picture and a few other nominations. So
Nice.
that's dope on a lot of levels, because number one, I'm a fan of the movie. Number two, I'm a fan of him. Number three, shit, this is gonna be the first flight that I've taken, in over a year and a half with COVID,
Yeah.
and it's in LA. So that's something that's coming right around the corner. And then like I said, Hype Beast, Amazon, that's around the corner too. So
That's
yeah.
sick. I'd be curious, and if any of this stuff you can't talk about because it's top secret, that's fine. But are you exploring any of the NFT space?
Hell yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
you'd be a fool not to, man.
I
It's
know.
like,
Well, everyone's different,
shit.
but I agree. Yeah. Tell what's your angle? Have you dabbled? Have you sold any NFTs yet, or you planning to?
I am. I'm planning to. I think I had a plan in the beginning of 2021, and then Tops came, and it just was like a wave of like new information and new processes. So I'm just like learning how to like pace myself and navigate with these new systems. Because I'm not gonna lie, man, I played the background and studied you guys, especially you, Blake. I want to thank you. Your system for like the autos and the mail-ins, I want to say thank you. I learned that from watching you.
Love it. I love to hear it.
Before me and you even spoke, I said, "Yo, this dude Blake is killing it." Like with the mail-ins and the different signatures. So as one of the new artists of the Project70, I just was like, you know what? Why not follow in the footsteps of great artists that are doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Just with, like I said, all these new processes.
Yeah, I love that, man. And to be honest, I think that of all the things that you could like take, I guess, from what I did, I think doing the mail-in stuff is a really cool way to connect with fans. It's also good because you don't have to, like I did last year. Like I just bought thousands, hundreds or thousands in some cases of my own cards, and now I'm sitting on all this inventory. With mail-ins is great because you don't have to buy as many, and people just send their own card, and I sign mine in black, unnumbered, and ship it back. It's pretty easy, and the fans absolutely love it. So I think that's exciting to see, and I also love you had the the print on metal, the part kind of companion with the gold 1 of 1. That's fire.
Thank you.
That was a great idea. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Funny enough. Although I don't have NFTs right now, it's interesting that I'm learning this whole card and collector process at the same time that NFTs are taking off, because it's like I'm getting educated, and with two different platforms, but they kind of operate the same, with this whole what's hot right now, secondary market. How to drive demand by these kind of like limited, time slots. And with the metal print and the 1 of 1 gold, I said, okay, well, if Nifty Gateway and some of these other platforms, if they're using these timed kind of like auction blocks, I need to incorporate that on my website, because then that'll create the demand, the FOMO, and that's what I did. I stayed up all night. Figured out how to incorporate an auction app into my site, and boom, now I'm about to do auctions for every drop.
Dude, I love that. That's so sick. And I'm honestly I'd be curious to chat offline about how you integrated that, because seamless, man. The site looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
And that's awesome. I think it's a fun way to do it too, because then and I'm always learning and dealing with this of figuring out pricing to kind of match the demand that's out there. And if you do an auction, it's like the market decides and it goes for whatever it goes for, and then you don't have to sit on inventory, because I am sitting, I've had plenty of times where maybe didn't price cards where I should have for the autographs, and like now I'm still sitting on a box of them. You know, and that's okay, because I think it's good to have. I have like a huge collection, a huge inventory of stuff. So like if somebody discovers my work now and wants to like get an auto from like my set last year, it's easy to do. I've got a bunch of them around, right?
Right.
But yeah, I think like the auction, the mail and stuff, the print on metal, all super smart, and I love to see it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hopefully, if when this system starts to become a little bit more fluid, you know what I mean, I'll be able to get right back into, you know, trying to get some NFTs off the ground, because look,
my sister actually just had a comment. She said she thought, do you accept cryptocurrency too on your website?
Yes,
Ooh,
I do.
That's cool.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, stack that F, man.
Look, man, that was another reason why I want to do NFTs, but it's so much more legwork that could be done before people jump into the NFT market. I mean, the fact that, you know, if you have a Coinbase account, you know what I mean, in a meta wallet already set up, Shopify allows you to link that to your page, so you can accept crypto.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Hey man, look, it's other ways to get to crypto, man.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah, I've been selling NFTs, I guess with like increasing frequency over the last 6 weeks, quite a bit. I got into it like 6 months ago, listed a couple things that never sold, and then just kind of like put it on the back. I was like, oh, maybe that's not for me or whatever. But then, you know, we've seen all the crazy hype around it, and so got back like into it, focused like 6 weeks ago, consistently putting out new pieces, and that's been going really good, to be honest.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, bro. And it's crazy because, like, I mean, at this time last year, I was, you know, early on my second Topps card or whatever. I thought Topps was the coolest thing I was going to have going that year, and it was. And this year, I thought Topps was probably still going to be the coolest thing, because it's like, I mean, it's an awesome opportunity for us. You know, it was all my dream to have my own baseball cards or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, now like seeing this like tip of the iceberg with the crypto stuff is just it's bananas, man. I'm more excited about NFT stuff than I am about Top stuff, and not like that I'm not excited for Tops. I'm just excited for everything.
Yeah, it's so much happening. I mean, like I'm currently working on my first 3 companion cards, and I'm still trying to figure out like how to release them, because, you know, with NFTs, because you and I know we can't take the Topps cards and put them out as NFTs because we don't have the license. But the companion cards we could, because that's our own work. So I'm just trying to figure out, you know, which way I'm gonna go. Am I gonna do the traditional, go to my site, use you know this, or some of them, hey, look, I'm doing a super rare, you know, limited this version of the companion card, and that way we can still make residual income down the line as these collectors continue to flip our artwork. You know?
Yep. So another thought is, I think that there's a lot of opportunity in NFTs for having like the certificate of authenticity of an artwork being NFT. And I don't know, I haven't approached it with Jeff and with Topps yet, but like I've thought about doing certificates of authenticity as NFTs for the autographed cards that I do, and giving those for free to the people who buy the card.
Oh,
and
that's hot.
You buy the card on my site, you're transfer the NFT, which is your COA.
Ooh.
Then I'm I don't want to bite the hand that feeds me, right? I don't want to piss Top off, and I don't want to do it in a way where they feel like, oh, just because of semantics and the way he's like phrasing this, he's legally maybe protecting himself. I don't want to do that. I want to do it the right way. But I just think there could be an opportunity to have some type of thing that could be a COA online minted that then basically comes with all autograph sales. And then that it goes out into the market too. And like, hopefully that does trade hands, right? And
right.
So I'm trying to think about that angle. I
Look,
think
you and I both are on the same.
yeah,
You and I are both on the same mission, man. Like seriously,
yeah,
that's smart. That's smart.
yeah. I also, I mean, it's so crazy seeing what NFTs is doing for some of these athletes that are starting to get in, really putting money in their pockets. In the past, a lot of these athletes haven't. Some of them get brand deals and can use their likeness to do an ad for Hulu or, do an ad for this, and that, and the other. But like this really gives players the opportunity to like monetize their career in new
Like,
ways.
so going back to, some of the things that I'm working on right now, it's funny enough, I'm working with Malcolm Jenkins right now as the artist for his first 3 NFT drops. So while I might not be dropping my own NFTs,
Yep.
some form of my artwork will be in the NFT space, but it's
Dope.
to help Malcolm Jenkins get into that, because like you said, as an athlete, it's like if they can find ways to secure the bag for them, because their career, the sands of time is flipped up on them, so they got to find other ways to secure the bag, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that, and that's one of the things that excites me so much about this year in NFTs is as soon as these projects that I've kind of been planting seeds for, maybe not everything turns into something, but if a couple of them turn into something, it's going to be a really crazy, cool year for art and sports and everything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It looked like, when I see like the process videos of you painting the Mike Trout or the Hank Aaron, which I love. I love how you kind of do the 3 and you color them in real vibrant and stuff. Like, kind of talk us through that project process. Cause like there's sometimes like where I'm like, oh, even like if he stopped right there and like, I love bright colors, man. I'm a sucker for like neons, right? But like, I don't know, just talk us through that process. I thought it was really interesting to watch.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like my aesthetics with my art that's in my collection is usually like the bright oranges, bright reds, like those pops of color. And while I want to incorporate that all the time in every project, I'm like, I can't, I don't, or I'm not that I can't, but I wouldn't want to do certain individuals with these loud colors, because it's like, I want to bring that classic feel, so I might have to tone it down a little bit. The video that I put out, it shows my process, and I do that intentionally with the bright, loud colors to show the people like, look, I'm still here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the final version, I reeled it back a little bit. And and it's fun to watch that whole video play out and just see like all the different variations that could have been, because like you said, if you were to stop it on like any of those frames, they'd be like, damn, that would have been a fire card. So
right. Yeah. Exactly. And so are you doing that like on an iPad, like a tablet with Procreate or something similar?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's dope. But it's cool because like you do both. Like even like I can see behind you, like those are your paintings too, right?
These are prints.
Oh, those are prints. Wow, they look great.
Those are prints. I have. Hold on. I have. So that's the crazy thing, Blake. Some people, that are new to my page, they see this and they be like, "Oh man, he's a digital artist." And I'm like, "No, I really get busy. I get my hands dirty." But because of all the projects that come up, especially with corporate and things like that, the digital is just like, "Oh, you need this by next week? All right, cool. Let me go ahead and knock it out." So let me show you. Let me show you a piece that I have right here.
Yeah, I'll ask you, Mary. I agree. I think that'd be really cool.
Now this is
that's
hand
fire.
painted.
That's sick.
Yeah, this is hand painted. So
yeah. And is that oil or acrylic or what?
This is acrylic.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you. So for those that are new to my page that are like, oh man, no, he's an iPad artist or he's digital artist. I'm like, to me it's just a different tool, but for this project, iPad has been my best friend, because I'm allowed to, just play with so many different ideas and
Yeah.
change and manipulate certain elements, colors, and things like that. So, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. We had a suggestion from Eric. He's one of the OGs that you need to do a Josh Gibson. I don't know if he's on your list, or if you can talk about it. But I mean, I think it's a great idea, and he's one. My list is still a little bit fluid. I've been pretty open, like telling the fans. They know they've seen me talk online on so many of these streams. They know which players I love, so like they know a lot of people who I'm doing. But I'm trying to like think about some tweaks I might make to my list, and I think Josh Gibson would be a good one to add.
I mean, look, we this is exclusive. This is an exclusive interview with Blake.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just give y'all one. Yeah, Josh Gibson
Love
is
that.
on the list, man.
Yes, I love it.
Is on and the concept that I'm doing for him is I hope that the baseball fans appreciate how I showcase him, because it's going to give you a visual of what has already been said. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay,
That's
great. Hey man, honestly, I think just you letting the people know that they can expect a Josh Gibson card this year is exciting, because people have been waiting for it. It's also exciting, like Mickey Mantle was just added back. Topps got the rights recently. That's cool. Now, like I love the Joshua Vides. His all his cards this year I think are dope, but he was lucky he got that first one. The Satchel Paige, I think he's another often like overlooked but talented player that seeing DJ Ski do him was really cool.
I know, and that was so hot, man.
Yeah,
that was hot. I liked what he did with that.
Yeah, he's great too. Like, have you seen how he's doing like playlists on the back with QR codes? I mean, I told him, like, we've been talking. Let's see, he interviewed me last year during the first project, because basically Topps hired him to like do a show kind of like this, like interviewing artists, and to help like bring Topps to like a new audience. And so the first context we met was, I lost him. We'll wait for him to come back, because if I tell the story now, it'll just be you guys that know it. Get your Facebook open again. There we go.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, so I met Ski last year. He was interviewing me. Topps kind of basically hired him as like an ambassador for the project, and then this year now he's an artist. So like he got to see like a very behind the scenes view of like being an artist for Topps, talking to a lot of us. And so this year it was so cool to see him change from interviewing us to like working alongside us and just like crushing it. Like everything he's companions, he's working like gamification into his launches, doing all kinds of stuff. Like he's doing really good.
Yo, between his companions being like the back of the album and then like the playlist, I said, hold up, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that's what I love about like just being in this like project with all these like just like dope ass like very different artists is that like you just constantly like feel as though like, all right, I gotta level up, like, you know what I mean? Like every card is like, all right, that was good, and then fucking Party comes and shuts shit down with the Trout, and I'm like,
his Trout was so sick. Yeah, he I talked to him a couple weeks ago, and then after we talked, we stayed like online after we were live, and we like showed each other a couple of our next cards. So I saw that Trout like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then I saw his other next card that's insane. Like his work is just it blows my mind, man.
Dog, I got of course I got this right here. Like I'm a fan of all this crazy shit, man. And like, I dropped my Trout and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm good. And then he just like blows my shit out the water. Like,
is that one still up? Let's see here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Your trout did really well. What were you at?
Yeah, I was at
2,000
like
and change?
84.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm shoot, I'm happy.
And that's like a
That blew
top,
my.
that's top three, I think, top three.
I mean, look, it blew my expectations away. But
Yeah.
I love friendly competition.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so when I see certain like cards drop, and I'm like, shit, that was a good card, and it gives me like the boost that I need to go back in the lab and be like, nah, man, I gotta put my foot in this this card's ass, like, because I gotta show up next time,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, somebody just said they just bought another 10-pack of the party trout. I need to order those. I haven't ordered them yet. When do they end? It ends 1.5 days.
Yeah.
I got to get that one, man. I was last year. I got every single card from the whole set, from every artist, every card.
Wow.
And that's expensive. This year is prohibitively expensive, and also like I just don't have the space for it anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to really be like selective and just like really just buy the ones that make me happy, that aren't, they're going to end up on my desk, not in a box. And so I've been trying to like stay true to that, but I definitely got to get the trout card. I like the the Ozzie Smith card was hilarious today. Like upside down with like the name on both sides. I think that's like such a cool concept. Nice. That was really cool. Yeah, I mean it's fun, and like it's a little like intimidating with this many artists, of like from a collector standpoint of like every day I'm just like I can't keep track of whose art's who. And last year, anytime a card comes out, I could see like just a sneak peek of it, probably just a corner of it, and I'm like, oh, that's Old Man Allen, or that's so and so. Like I could just tell. Now, like every time a card comes out, I'm like, dang man, there's so many artists. Like I don't know yet. There were certain artists. Alex Pardee, I will never mistake for somebody else.
Right.
It's certain. Tyson Beck, I think, has a really distinct style. King Saladin. In fact, like anybody from last year, I can recognize their work right away. But most of the new class, I'm still trying to figure out. I'm a huge fan
of Lauren's work.
Yes.
This was like literally the first card that I purchased.
Nice.
I just, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people in the Discord, a lot of the collectors, they buy for the player. I buy for the art. You know what I mean? As an artist, and I just looked at this and said, "God damn, this is fire!" Like, if this was a large painting, this is something that I could see like up on the wall, and that's why I purchased it. So, like how you said, I'm buying cards that like just make me feel good from an artist standpoint.
Yeah. I love Lauren's work, and it's so cool. Because we've been friends now for a year, and seeing her, like even like talking through last year while I was doing the set, like her and I were friends. It's just kind of like ski, like seeing someone jump into being in the project now and really like embracing it and doing everything they can to not just like crank the cards out, but to connect with the collectors and make it fun. She's done a really great job of that, and her cards look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sure. Or Lou Gehrig, like Lou Gehrig, I see is 7,100. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a really strong print run. I think
so far her first two cards are in the top 10 as far as PRs.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And honestly, like she's and that's the crazy thing too, is like, we have like Snoop Dogg is in the set, and Lauren Taylor's in the set, and she's killing it over Snoop right now. And that's because like I think that it's really evident that she cares, and she's listening to collectors and involved. And that's something I would love to see from somebody like Snoop, if he really like embraces this project and it's important to him to like hype up and to like share process. I think that'd be a game changer, and no one could touch those PRs, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But it's awesome to see people like Lauren taking full advantage of this opportunity that we have as artists.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Shout out Lauren. What I mean? Me and Lauren always chopping it up on Facebook in that group chat or in that Facebook group. So she's dope. She's hella supportive.
Yeah, she's awesome. Also, shout out little Blake. You've been talking to Blake.
Oh yeah. Shout out.
Yeah.
Yo, the the funniest when it comes to the reviews, man. I enjoy watching his reviews.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's on here. Let's see here. Oh, looks like yeah. So he commented a couple minutes ago. He did a review on the Aussie card tonight. I had to check that out. Yeah, he's great. Him and Austin. There's a lot of, it's a cool community.
It is
really cool group. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm usually in the Discords, like a fly on the wall. You know what I mean? Just laughing. Sometimes it's like my entertainment, like midday. I just laugh at like the text conversation in the Discord. It's a great community to be in, and I'm just glad that, you know what I mean, I'm able to like, add to it, with the artwork and just kind of like, like you said, not just here to crank cards out, but like I'm here, you know what I mean, responding
here for the
back
culture.
To personal messages. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, shit. It's like I feel like a lot of these people might have never, come across my page. And so I'm just like, yo, if you guys like show love to my art and appreciate my art, then I'm gonna do you guys justice by being here, like in the stands with y'all. You know what I mean? Like bringing you guys some of your hometown heroes, some of your favorite players, the best way I can, and we all want to like celebrate together. You know what I mean? So I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. No, I love it. How many cards have you finished and submitted? Because I think I just submitted my 4th.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. You about the same?
Yeah. Because I'm so, man, I wanted to knock them all out. You know what I mean? I did. But I'm glad that I'm not. I'm glad that I haven't knocked them all out, because I think I would have not been inspired enough midway through. Whereas, this process with, hey, Topps is like, hey, here's your next 3. Yeah. I like that, because weeks have gone by. I got to see some other cards. And like you said, I'm just like inspired and motivated by so many other artists. And it's just like, all right, cool. I now I feel like I have to keep raising the bar for my own self. So this process is good. I'm 4 cards in. I'm working on my 5th. I have 2 companions done. Working on the 3rd for the trout. I almost slipped up. So the Hank Aaron companion is complete.
Great.
The trout companion is being worked on right now. But the 3rd companion. My 3rd card, I did that companion first, because that companion is, oh man, shit.
Nice.
That companion is gonna be fire, man. With the card itself.
Do you know what your next drop date is?
I don't
know mine yet either.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I'm hyped though. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. Yeah.
That's sick. So do you you'll be working on a bunch of things at one time? Or do you usually like pick one thing and be like, all right, I'm going to finish this card until it's done. Then I'm going to finish this companion.
No, I'm usually like 6, 7 projects, like just juggling. At this point, with so many projects and so many deadlines, like very close to each other, I find it best that I'll give each project like an hour or an hour and a half of my time. And then it's like, okay, I got to shut that down. Time for the next one, time for the next one, time for the next one, until I get closer to the deadline. And then once I'm close to the deadline, it's like, all right, now it's pedal to the metal. I'm not stopping until this is done. But at least like all the other projects have some progress. So it's not like I'm sitting there scratching my head like, the hell am I going to do?
Yeah. We got a little surprise hello guest real quick.
Hey! Blake G.
Anyway, I want to say one more thing before we start talking. I like your card check sounds, like the thing where it looks like Godzilla came from.
Yo,
just like stomp. Oh, let me just take a little stop here and make a little picture of my favorite player. Stomps on military, walks away.
I appreciate you, Blake. Thank you so much for that. That really made me laugh.
100 people inside. Bye. He doesn't care. He just wants to make it.
Nah.
Like, gee, that's a cool hat you got, man.
Oh yeah,
Where'd you get that? The Statue of Liberty with a
baseball
baseball
I
bat?
think.
That's awesome.
I know
One of
Blake
the
always
old
got the
hats
fire
from a long
hats.
time ago.
He sure does.
From a long time ago, before I even had my channel, I have this hat.
Wow. Hey Blake, did you get my package yet?
No. What package?
Okay, well then it should be there soon, man. It's heavy. I think
Oh,
I
man.
think I got a hat in there for
I
you.
remember on your live stream where you were giving out the gifts. I remember you dropped some shit.
Where what?
You dropped your like McDonald's or whatever chicken nuggets.
Yeah, jump chicken nuggets.
Oh no! I dropped my chicken nugget.
That's right.
That's right on card.
Yeah, I know it could happen. It's a one of one.
That's why I eat my Chick-fil-A in bed.
That's the way to
You
do
eat
it.
your Chick-fil-A in bed.
I just lay down with my little vibrating Stay Puff, and I just go
nice.
nom 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 nom.
That's great.
Oh man.
That's great.
Nah, hey Blake, man. I apologize. It's been so busy over here, but I got you. I will send you something very soon. Very soon.
Okay.
My man.
Yeah, that's awesome, Blake. I'm glad you were able to pop on. It's pretty late. You get the hall pass?
I have my school weekend today. Right now.
Oh wow!
Today after school,
You know what?
and then 2 more days.
Wow.
I got a question for young Blake. So you talking to two artists that work with Project 70, and I've been watching your videos, and I've been seeing that canvas blank for a few episodes now. What artwork are you going to put on the canvas?
So this might everyone here enjoy my hints, but I'm trying to make my own like kind of baseball art, and I'm making this art project I've been thinking about and practicing on a little canvas. It's called Monsters of New York, and basically I'm gonna draw like Stay Puft, the Liberty, a statue, Aaron Judge, like all the players and stuff that are tall, because
It's hot, man.
I love that.
It's
I love
hot.
that.
I practiced when I made Aaron Judge hit his head on the Ghostbusters sign.
Nice.
Hey, look, when you finish it, please tag me in it. I would love to share it on my Instagram.
Right now I'm on my practice, but I'm still thinking about what I should add on my practice, and then I should be ready to make my full one.
Hey man, can't wait to see it, man.
Yeah.
If I can, I'm gonna try to send you guys a little picture, like a preview of it before anyone else sees it.
Nice. And then do we get to review your cards?
Oh, I see someone in the chat named Donna says likes the name. Thank you.
That's awesome. How's Austin doing?
He's doing good.
Great.
He's actually in the room right there.
Oh yeah.
Behind my closet.
Nice. That's
I think
awesome.
I can actually hear his TV in the background.
Oh yeah. What's he watching?
Wait, DJ Ski is here? I didn't notice that. Yay!
DJ Ski is actually as he says, he's gonna get to his computer in a minute. He's gonna jump on with us.
Oh.
Have you talked to Ski yet?
Sure. No, actually.
No. Well, now you're gonna get to say what's up real quick.
Yay!
Yeah. You got what did you think of so you did reviews on the Hank Aaron by Chuck? Did you do his Mike Trout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How'd they do? They passed your test?
I think I like them.
Nice.
He said, I think.
Yeah, you did. I think I like it. Yeah.
I like them.
Nah,
That's the best, man. That's the best about kids. They're just honest, man. It's awesome.
Hey, look, please look. If you don't like my card, please, Blake, be very honest with me. I take
I love your card.
I
It's
take
great.
all criticism. I know, But if you ever find anything weird about my card, please do not. I'm giving you the free pass. Please roast my card. I'm here for it.
Remember that one guy who literally just takes his cards and like makes it look like the fins are upside down, like the words. First on his card with the trophy and the words were upside down. Obby Hundreds, I think.
Yeah, Bonnie,
Actually, yeah.
What you think?
I want to show you this right here.
Hey,
Oh,
thank you, man.
I like this card. What I like about it is I like how
You're live.
the one thing I liked and showed on my videos how it shows the outlines of his leg.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like
Thank
he's
you, man.
running at light speed that his legs just turn into outlines.
Yeah, he's so fast, like a meteor.
Remember on one of my latest videos, I said Mike Trout needs 5 pizzas instead of 1 because he's a beast.
He's a beast.
Oh man.
Yeah. And I also said on that video he's the richest player actually right now in history.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. He's
pretty rich. He's
up
got
there with the rich.
Baseball money is different, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every game season you get, I think like $10,000 every season. Like it's a lot of money.
Wow.
Doing all that work, and if you win the whole series with your team and like you do most of the work, I think you get even more.
Oh yeah, you get a lot more.
So that's why players work really hard and do it every time. Most of them.
Yeah.
And that's why when some of them get injuries, they're like, nope, I want to get back in the game. I want to get that moolah. Dad, since they know you're here now, how about you say hi?
All right, what's up?
What's up, Barry? How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see
That made
you.
me crack up. I heard moolah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, it's DJ! He's here! He has arrived.
Oh, it's turned into a
Chuck,
party.
what's up, OG? Blake, great to see you as always. Both Blakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
How you doing, man?
I'm great,
DJ,
man.
remember your card I reviewed, your first one?
I remember it. Well, I love it. I mean, it's a lot of pressure every time I see you reviewing these, man. I'm always nervous before I click on the video to get it. I gotta make sure that you enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm just basically talking about how I like your cards and stuff. You guys' cards.
You're the man, little Blake. I love it, man. I love watching the videos and I love watching the energy and excitement, man. This is why
I want to tell you something else. I'm a fan of McDavid, as you can see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Wait, there.
Nice.
he's a beast.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a giant sticker of him on my wall.
Yeah. This is awesome. Ski, I was just I was talking to Chuck too about like I feel like you two, and we also were talking about Lauren Taylor, as far as the new class, just killing it with the art, the companions, the fans, everything. We were singing your praises, so
I
it was
appreciate
cool.
it.
It was cool that you popped in, man.
Did you see and hear about those people making fun of LT? I did not like that.
Yeah, no, it's all bad. There's no.
They were just saying like she was a good artist just because she was a girl. No, she's got real talent.
That's right, Blake. It doesn't,
Yeah,
doesn't
man.
matter where we're
People
from,
have
right?
talents.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I have this Chuck Styles actually.
Hey
Ooh,
man.
I have a
hey.
card.
That card is so crazy.
He's a
When I
dope
first
as
saw
well.
it, I just stared at it for so long, man. You crushed it. And by the way, that jersey is on fire that you're wearing too.
Yo, thank you.
I also have
Look,
this.
man, I'm
I
trying to get my
really like
marketing
this
up
one.
like you, man.
This is one of the OG cards, literally, like from the start of Project 70.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an
Yeah.
OG
Card
card.
number 3.
It's
Oh, yeah.
really good, and it's an OG because it's from the start,
That's
the first
right.
batch, basically.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's old in the player. It's the old player and the old card.
Yeah.
Actually, mad I didn't grab that
I have
card.
tons more I've been
Got
getting
you,
over
Chuck,
the
don't
weeks.
worry. I know somebody that can help you out there.
I've been tons of them in my mail over the weeks.
Yeah.
I have literally I would say like 12.
Wow.
And
Blake, you're going
I'm
in.
going broke. I'm going broke. I'm going broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
bought us a lot.
Blake, cover your ears. Cover your ears. Fuck you and your companions, DJ Ski. They're crushing my wallet.
Did I just hear the F you?
We'll get you all hooked up.
The
Don't worry, they're only
companions.
going up in value.
Oh,
It's a good investment.
Yeah.
The companions, they have taken
Oh,
over
man.
Dad's money.
Well,
Yeah, man, that's Satchel Paige.
Dad, I'm letting you know right now. I think young Blake might like this companion that I got coming out. That's going to pair with my third card a lot.
Yeah, if I like it a lot, my dad might go a little more broke.
Yep.
Look, man, you'll see very soon. Very soon.
Mom's gonna be mad. Mom is gonna be mad.
We won't tell. We won't tell.
My mom does not really like my dad spending too much money.
Yeah, that's okay.
She's like, "Hey, did you buy like 5 new baseball cards over this
man.
week?"
Yeah.
Blake giving up on the tape.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell.
Yeah.
But I need those cards.
Yeah, you sure do, man. You gotta have them to review them too.
Wait, oh my gosh, DJ Ski, do you have those Back to the Future Nike shoes?
Air Mags, man, best sneakers
Oh
ever.
my gosh!
Had to do it.
I
Had
thought
to do
those
it.
things sold out so
Jesus.
quick. I never knew you had one of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Had to do it.
Dang.
Had to do it. They're personal to me, not only because I'm such a sneakerhead, but when they first came out, they did Nike released them as part of this special auction where all the money went to Parkinson's research. And my grandfather passed away from Parkinson's, so it meant so much to me too. It just felt like, and I thought I was crazy. And this is before the sneaker market had exploded and taken off, where spending, I spent, a lot of money on the time with those shoes. I mean, it seems like not that much now compared to like a lot, how much these are. But at the time it was like outrageous. But I was like, look, it's like,
Let me go get something.
yeah, sneakers are my thing.
I
It goes to a
remember
good
when
cause.
I remember when those mags dropped. I think I know the ballpark of what those things cost too.
Yeah, and I found it. I did my research too. You know how you like do? Everybody's doing their research on the print runs and when to buy. I got it like towards the end of the middle, if that makes sense, right? Like you don't jump in right away. You don't get it at the end. You got to time the market right. So I actually didn't do too bad. And I mean, like everything's up right now. But yeah, no, it was real personal to me. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to a place.
Wow, man. Dope.
What you got for us, little Blake?
1 second. I
Okay.
got it.
No problem.
What?
Oh, man.
Great to connect with you here first, Blake. Thanks for connecting us and stuff too. I'm like when I saw the Hank Aaron card, I was blown away, and then the Trout just took it to another level. I can't wait to see what's next, man.
Oh man, no, thank you, man. I truly appreciate it. Me and Blake were just talking about like, first of all, the playlist, and then your companions. It's just like the whole package, bro.
Yep.
It's like,
Man.
it's
I mean, like, look,
man.
I had to do something. I had to really make it. I mean, one, I just love this, right? Like this is my passion. I love sports. I love cards. I love culture. I love music. And for me, we like mixed it in when we had the opportunity. Like you guys are true, like drawing, like artists from like that.
I got a Vans.
Me being in the music world, so I had to do something a little special that really fit kind of my scene and tied it together. So that's so fun, right? Like we all
Fire, man.
specialties.
Fire. Hats off to you, man. I'm like, I'm trying to see like what other like album inspiration you go. Oh God.
Wait, my biggest card in the series is gonna drop probably Tuesday. Is dropping Tuesday. I think it'll be probably. There's gonna be 2 in the series that are just like out of here, and Tuesday is one, and it's probably the most personal one to me. But Chuck, you're gonna go crazy. Like,
look, I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. Look.
you'll enjoy this one.
Yeah.
I need to say something.
Let's hear it.
I need to kind of bounce. How about we talk another time?
You're welcome
Hey,
anytime,
man.
buddy.
It has been a pleasure, Blake.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, before you leave, Blake,
I might be watching you guys for a little bit after I leave. But it was nice to meet you, Chuck and DJ.
Hey, man, it was nice to meet you too, man. I look forward to your reviews, man.
Yeah. Hey, little Blake, plug your YouTube channel and your Instagram.
Yeah.
let people know where to follow you and subscribe.
So, guys, go to you already know because you might have already seen the little fins that show up on screen.
You already know.
Blake sees them.
You already know.
The Daily Breakdown with Blake G. That's it. That's my YouTube channel. Look up. Usually, if you scroll down a little bit after searching up the Daily Breakdown, it will show up. Definitely.
Perfect.
And my Instagram is the Daily Breakdown, Blake G. I think.
Nice.
Like,
Go join me on both of them. I need more subscribers. I said on one of my videos, if you guys saw, I want to hit like 100 before I end 4th grade. Get to 4th grade.
I think that's a great plan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my goal. I want to get that. Actually, I wanted to get 1,000 subscribers.
Oh wow, that's
so I can get the 1,000 subscriber plaque for when I go to 4th grade.
Wow.
Because YouTube, when you reach a certain amount of subscribers, like for different achievements, the one you can get, most people get, is the 1,000 subscriber one, and I want to get that and hang it up on my wall.
Nice.
And YouTube hand makes it.
Wow.
Literally.
Well, you just got Brody just subscribed in the comments. Kristen.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah. So that's great.
Wait, I need to go see if my 30 subscribers went up to 31.
Okay.
I need to see the proof.
Let's see it.
Because I know how many. Okay.
Cover up your password, man.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Great.
Let him go. Let him go.
Your channel. It's 32. 2 more people did it.
there you go.
Yeah. 2 more
man,
subscribers close to 1,000.
You get one more subscriber, that's 10% growth in one day. That's a lot.
It's true, man.
That's good. Dope. All right, little Blake. Thank you for popping on, joining us. Have a great night. Tell Austin we say
thank you for having me.
Of course, buddy. All right.
Baby.
We'll talk soon, guys.
Hey.
Tight. That was great. He's such a
yeah. He's dope. He's dope.
Yeah. Dope. Well, man, I'm hyped. So okay, Tuesday you said Ski. That's when your big one drops?
Yeah, there was 2 that I earmarked when I launched this series that were just like the ones for beyond like the artistic and the collaboration. They both were really personal to me in my career and people that I from the music side worked with and on the player side idolized, and to mix them in this way. But Tuesday's probably the most personal on both. So Tuesday's gonna be special, and you guys are gonna, like, you'll do it. Like, I'm trying to work on something. I'm trying to pull a Hail Mary. That's probably why I look so tired, is that there could be something else special dropping on tops.com Tuesday along with it. If we can, a couple things need to happen. We need to get a couple signatures, finish a couple things, but it might be something kind of game changing for these things. It's semi-related to this series, so it's gonna be, so cross your fingers on that. We'll see if that happens. The cards drop on Tuesday regardless, but it's
that's amazing,
positive at the moment. So
I love it, man. That's hot. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, likewise.
It'll be
also good. Ski. I had a great chat with the Bleecker guys.
Great.
And it sounds like we might do something. So that's super cool. So really,
shout to them. They did that collab shirt. Shout to Mark and Austin, the whole team over there, man. They crushed it.
Yeah, Mark gave me a call. We chatted, and I appreciate that intro. I think that we discussed some kind of exciting ideas. So we'll see where it takes us.
Oh man, I love it, man. When is you guys' next cards dropping? If you're saying, have you guys announced it yet?
I don't know, man. Yeah, neither of us know.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I think next week is going to like close out the second round.
Yeah.
And then I think, after next week, I think we're going to be, loading up for the third round. So,
I think that I think my Mookie Betts card, which was supposed to be third, got pushed, and so I think the Buster Posey that I painted live a couple weeks ago is going to be my next release. So that's cool.
When is your Mookie? I think I know why your Mookie got pushed. And it's not mine,
Well,
by the way.
he
but-
said, I mean, Michael just said, he just asked if I'd be okay with it because he said they're kind of overloaded with Dodgers or Mookies or whatever right now.
Oh
so.
yeah. Discord, the Discord,
Maybe a
man. The
Mookie that
Discord
drops
is
next
like,
week, not
goddamn,
mine,
another
but
LA or New York.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a Mookie that drops next week though that a lot of people like that fits. I know people are getting sick of LA. I saw a sneak preview of it. It's
Nice.
it's from another artist in the it's a special one. Like that's gonna be people are gonna be shocked. It's one that people have been waiting for. Let's put it that way.
Oh wow!
Like people always want certain artists to do a certain design or a certain style, something that they're known for. This will finally, the Mookie will finally fulfill that style for this artist that people have been clamoring. It's
Damn,
now,
I'm excited.
I want to make some guesses. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, Eric's, that's a good guess. Snoop number 2 could be him. Carlos asked about rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. I mean, I actually, if I hadn't already painted Mookie, I would probably take Mookie out of my set, just because I'd rather paint more unrepresented players, like Josh Gibson, like you and I talked about, Chuck. Hank Aaron is on my list. I'm excited to do Hank. Yeah, I mean, my list is not really a secret. Everybody that follows me knows. I got.
But you make them with the people. That's what's so dope, right?
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun. I can't keep secrets. Yeah,
I'm bad at it. For this one, it makes sense to keep until I'm debating. I've leaked things out a little early. We might leak it. I might just let this one ride. I'm debating and letting this one ride till Tuesday because Tuesday is kind of an important day specifically.
Yeah,
that's why I'm kind of jumping. We had this day planned out for a specific reason from days on. So I don't know if we had let it ride or.
Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you this, man. I've seen you in the Discord, a few times doing your promotion. I don't know if you hang out in the general in the general tab or the spoilers tab. Dude, they are like fucking like detectives in there, man. Like you could post the smallest corner of your card and they're already pulling up reference pictures of who it could be. It's crazy.
They have your Trout picture. You put up a thing of that. They know exactly what game it was from, right? What pitch it was.
Right, man. I said, God damn. But that's what made it fun because I was like, we're gonna have to wait and see. I think you should hold your cards close, man. Let them wait, man.
Yeah, it's good, and especially if it comes together the way that I think. I'm just so excited. You guys will appreciate it. You guys will understand because you guys get the culture stuff. And the connection is less than obvious, and that's what's going to make it so fun. But when it clicks for those that know, it's going to be a good one. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Your Satchel Paige with the Nas, because first of all, that Illmatic, I've done a painting of the Illmatic cover, dude. Man, number one, I had Satchel Paige on my list, and I swapped him. For Josh Gibson.
That's
and the only reason I did that is because I seen Satchel Paige done in the 2020. And then when I seen you drop yours, I had made the last minute audible, you know what I mean? Because I said, I haven't seen a Josh Gibson yet. Let me get him in there.
Josh
but
would be great.
You killed yours, man. Seriously, it was just
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, what's so great about this, and Josh is a great one, is going back and being able to share the stories to kids like Blake of somebody like Satchel Paige or Josh Gibson, especially those that didn't get their just due, right? Those guys are too, if they played in the major leagues, what would those stats look like? Would they be looked at as the greatest ever?
Right.
Possibly, for sure. And because of that, nobody's mentioning them, and or not nobody, because look, they're obviously well known. We're not, but you get there's still a whole other audience and generation. That's what's so dope about parts of this project.
Yeah. That's dope. Hey Ski, I forget. Have I talked to you? Are you doing any NFT stuff? Chuck and I kind of touched on it a little bit, but I feel like you'd be finger on the pulse of that.
Yeah, we did. We've done a bunch. I've invested in a couple platforms. I've been watching the scene for the last couple years actually, and I did a stream. I did a thing for Top Shot with NBA Top Shot last night. Which just like that
Great.
audience is insane.
Oh, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah.
So you were like, is that like when people are waiting for a pack to drop, they have like
Yeah.
the interviews and different things going on?
Yep, and then they do a special, and then they do a show, I think, once a week too. So I think it was the show. There was no pack drop last night at least, but still, just the engagement is just insane of what they have. Like, there's so many people going for those, and they take the giveaways and stuff so serious. I mean, there's just so much money into it. I think that NFTs are I believe in it long term. I think there's a lot of kind of short term bubbles for that, but I think that the long term implications are crazy. And yeah, we're definitely got some releases coming there soon. So.
Nice. Yeah, it's so exciting. Like what can happen with the art world, sports, music too. I think NFTs is going to change the music scene.
I mean, I think what's so fascinating about the NFT thing is that Blake, when you were talking about your COAs giving that out for free, you literally can create a stream of revenue from something that you give away for free because of the built-in digital license contracts. Hey, I'm giving this out for free, but guess what? On the back end, I'm gonna get 10%, 15% kickback anytime this thing trades hands. So something that you gave away for free could end up, being a close to a rental property investment. You know what I mean? Down the line. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm looking closely at is like I did I guess it was like a week and a half ago, I announced that I was going to give a free NFT to people on my email list. And the email list at the time was like 3,000 people. We've since added like 1,000 new people. Nice. But old people could like go in basically and just put in their like Ethereum wallet address on their account. So I think it looks like about 1,000 people total have added that information to their profile on my list. So I'll be sending out roughly 1,000 NFTs for free, and I'm expecting to spend like $20 each minting them if I do it on OpenSea. So like I will probably spend $20,000 giving away free NFTs, and I've never spent $20,000 on any single thing in my life, but except for maybe like buying a car. But I think that the reason that's exciting is because you said like that's going to turn into. As soon as those start trading hands, I think like that money is going to come back, and then it's forever income.
Oh yeah,
100%. It's funny. I've been preaching that to artists and stuff. I'm like, give this stuff away and make your fans your biggest allies and create value in it. And it's about investing. And even like even the way that I approached like the companions, the autos this year and stuff, it was about like we wanted them to sell out and to sell for more, so the people that get it, even though we're leaving money on the table. We want to create value and create brand and create stuff that's there. And it's the same concept with this, except you get to actually get paid in the long run. So I've been waiting for people to give it away the free. I think it's a really smart idea. We should connect too. There might be a way. I mean, if you don't use Ethereum, if you use some of the other systems, because just gas is so expensive right now, to do that, you can get it, because that's one of the biggest challenges that Ethereum faces is just because there's so many people on it that the gas charges are just insane. So there's actually a couple other blockchain platforms that do the exact same thing that you can use that won't require that same amount. So it might save.
Oh, really?
But get the same result. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm super interested in that. God, somebody was just telling me about one today. Wax Wallet on Atomic or something like that. I don't know. There's so many platforms, and I think that's tough for me. Is like it's so fragmented that. I don't know. I want it to be all cohesive, and it's cool. Like at least with your MetaMask wallet, like your NFTs follow you around the internet for the most part. Yeah. But it's going to be exciting to see like the changes that come this year with NFT space and art and everything.
No, I think there's so much, and it's just a new way that creators can monetize and have a whole world. So it's fun.
Totally.
I think what's insane. I think what's insane is that I think people might have made more money off the secondary market than his initial Christie sale, which is crazy.
With the Beeple stuff, yeah, absolutely.
It's like I'm pretty sure he probably was like sitting there about to shit himself. Like, how the hell, did it trade hands and I make more money? Because that doesn't happen for us artists. It doesn't happen.
It's a wild concept, and that's what's so great is that it allows for so much more creativity, and the fact that products can evolve over time, right? Like they can morph, they can merge with other things and create new, depending on how you code it. Like there's so many different layers.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to somebody today that I'm like launching a NFT collab with, and they said like not for this version, but for a future collabs, that's something we can look at as like, hey, these NFTs could literally evolve over time, and what somebody has or owns as an NFT now could be something different 6 months or a year from now, which is really interesting to me. You know, I was thinking of like the unlockable content angle and having this exclusivity, but I hadn't thought of like if the actual NFT turns into something else 6 months from now, and now that unlocks this other content or this other, it could be this scavenger, right? It's a puzzle piece of solving this riddle to win something. I don't know. There's so much you can do.
That's nuts. Yeah. It's funny because Kanye, I think, was one of the first ones to take advantage of the DSPs and saying like, "Yo, this is a living album. Like, if it changes over time, this is what I have the right to do that." And people at first, people were like, "What? No, I don't want to hear a different version." But it's like you just said, in this digital space, you know, the artists have the rights and the ability to change it over time, and I think that's dope.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, what makes it special, and that's, you know, like the challenge with digital things is that, I mean, with music, right? It's all so accessible, and there's no reason that you have to listen. There's so much stuff out there, so when those things happen, you feel like you have to experience it in that moment. Yeah, no, it's fun.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, that's dope. Well, man, this was a treat. I didn't expect to have a full house party tonight. Chuck,
I was enjoying you guys. I'm sorry to crash it, man. You guys, your stuff was I was enjoying watching that stuff.
Yeah, that was great. Blake G messaged me. I had him on. Saw you in the chat. You know, that'd be fun. It's dope. But man, I'm pumped for Tuesday. Yeah, Chuck. I mean, I'm pumped for whenever you get that next release date. I'll be ready, man. I want to see that third card and the computer, everything.
This one's a good one. This one, I personally, so far out of the four, this is artistically my favorite one.
Nice.
Yeah, artistically, this is like by far, like, wow. Yeah, I'd put this up on the wall, like.
Yeah.
New artists are starting to get, you know, get into that rhythm that you talked about, right? Like I saw Chuck earlier talking about like he's glad that he didn't do them all at once, right? Like, and we all thought about that, I'm sure. Like, oh, let's just knock all these out, and then you're like, no, I'm already like trying to change my next card. I'm like, need to do this, right? Like,
yeah.
Like we need to do this. We got to step it up a level. Like when you see great content, right? Like it keeps you on your toes. It's great. And by the way, you know, I want everybody's press runs to just all the energy to just kill it, because it benefits all. So there's room, and it keeps us all on our toes. So
totally, yeah. I mean, it's and I honestly, like I was similar. Like I thought this year I was gonna just knock them all out, and I instead have been doing them a little slower than I anticipated. And really, the reality is that's because the NFT space is occupying a lot of my time and attention, and so like I'm doing cards as I have to, instead of, you know, having a bunch of free time to knock them out now. But it is nice because now I can, like, you know, we just got Mickey Mantle. I want to put him in my set. You know, I got to, and I can make that adjustment now. And I also see like how many like Mookies are coming out, and like I could throw an audible there too.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts? I know you guys talked about it. It's interesting because everybody's like, no more Dodgers, no more Yankees, no more you know, players that we've had. Yet you see the Trout press runs, you see the things with that, and then you'll see somebody like the Ozzy card that dropped today. I love, that's one of my favorite ones that I've seen in this entire series. And like people, I mean, I hope the press runs are great. That's not, you know, that it still could have crazy run, but I saw a lot of people like, oh, I'm gonna pass on it. I love the card, but he just wasn't my favorite player. So it's like, well, you know, it's like interesting. From a
they want it all. They want it all.
I want something that nobody else has ever done, but that everybody likes. You know, it's like it's that weird balance, and there's a reason why everybody, you know, does the Trout, is probably going to do the Mantle. It's because that's what the market is kind of demanding, love or hate, and you can throw those ones in there, and then you see like some of the obscure players not doing that. So it's, you know, it's interesting.
Yeah. No, that's true. And I love that Aussie card that F. Dot did. just especially like just with the name on both sides, so you can
Yeah, man.
that part that was just brilliant.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sick. His video is dope that he dropped with it too.
Yeah, with like spinning off and just like that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
And
I
I
forgot
think
that.
just from a creative standpoint, you know, I know the collectors in the market is like, oh, we don't want to see another, you know, X, Y, and Z. But from the creative standpoint, it's like, you know, Ski and myself, we're the new cats on the block. So it's like, well, hold on, I didn't get to do that card. Let me put my hand at it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's like nobody was ever expecting Party to just come and just drop nuke after nuke with his style, and it's like I'm loving it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I don't want another trout card." It's like, no, y'all motherfuckers want this trout card.
They want that trout card. That one's gonna be fun. I think that and it's crazy because he already has the highest print run of his Acuna, but
it's crazy.
He's been killing it. He's really done such a good job, and it's also cool because he is like not. I mean, obviously he's not making the cards that people are expecting as baseball cards, but he's also just not didn't grow up collecting baseball cards and playing baseball. You know, he's really bringing like some outside knowledge and outside experience into baseball, and really, you know, ruffling some feathers, which I love to see.
Crushing it, man. It just shows too, you know, it's all those perspectives and the diversity is what make things so great.
Totally. Yeah, that's dope. Well, man, I've got a full weekend of work, so I'm gonna call it a night, I think. But dude, it was so awesome chatting. Chuck, thank you for joining us. Thank you all for hanging with us while we kind of, you know, had other people on and change up the format from usual. But
hey, man, look, man, it's a party, man. It's Friday night. You know what I mean? Spring break just started.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man, it was like 75 degrees here in the city today. That's insane. Yeah, it was nice.
Here in Philly, you know, the dirt bikes was out. Everybody was on
always
dirt bike.
Everybody is funny. I'll be driving, even in LA. You see the Philly cats out on the 4-wheelers riding around on Mulholland and stuff. I remember one of my funny. You'll enjoy this. You'll appreciate this. I was going down Mulholland. There's a guy driving a dirt bike. I'm like, who the hell is driving a dirt bike on Mulholland Drive in Beverly Hills? It's Meek Mill, right? Like, I'm like, all right, now it makes sense, right?
Yeah, man. Philly love our quads and dirt bikes, man. Mulholland, I would never on Mulholland. That shit. Nah.
Yeah, right?
That's a scary road, man.
He was wild. Look, he's living the life, right? Beverly Hills mansion life. So.
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys and everybody that joined us. Thank you guys. This was awesome.
Real quick, Blake, I want to show you my third card.
Let me see. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna take. I don't want to take any shine away from this. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna get you on the YouTube chat for this.
Yeah.
Chuck, it was an absolute pleasure connecting with you. And Blake, you're doing a better job than I am on all these interviews and stuff, man. I love watching this. You're crushing.
Thank you. hey, stay on, Ski. Stay on here though, Ski. I'm gonna end the live broadcast, and then Chuck can show us the card.
Yeah, no worries.
Is that cool? All right, everybody that was watching, thank you guys.
That shine.
Stay awesome. Yeah, I'll see you next week.
Yes.
Okay.